just needs direction. So he wants to watch the last one. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Alright. So we're gonna watch this one because I think he probably gets run over, but we'll see. We'll see. So we'll watch this one. We'll pretend this one's the second game and not the third one, but it's okay. It's we're just analyzing them separately. We're not thinking about anything else. All right. So before if you ever want to watch, excuse me, sorry. If you ever want to watch a replay of yourself, if you want to do analysis, the main thing you want to do is you want to pause it in the beginning. You can press L2 to go to the first frame. I pause in the first frame. Kind of, I don't know, it's weird. It doesn't really go to the first frame, but it's kind of close. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to turn on the key display and you want to turn on attack data. Reason being is because you want to know frame stuff. If you block something, if you want to check something on that happened to you, it'll tell you if you're positive or negative. It'll tell you all these things so that next time if you have a question saying like, "Whoa, I blocked this, it didn't really work." Now you know. Okay. So we have. Ooh, no, we don't want to exit. No, we don't. No. Press pause. Okay. So this is going to be a student's replay analysis. I promised him I would do it. I'll do 2 of his replays and then post it on YouTube. So this is for him to help him because, like, honestly, what we did today, we went over a lot of my matches to give him an idea. So I kind of like felt a little bit bad, and I was like, hey, give me a replay of yours so I can see what you're doing like exactly wrong, and I can give you some feedback. And so this is what I'm doing. So this is for BGSKY. Again, guys, if you have replays you want me to look at, if you're in the Twitch chat, let me know. For today, I'll do it to anyone that wants to do it, except for you, AJ, because I know you don't play. I know you don't play Street Fighter, so. But we did this a couple weeks ago. I know I wanted to do this like every week. I couldn't do it last week, but I'm doing it this week. I want to make this weekly, so probably like on the weekends. But yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So right off the bat, this is a Chun Ryu classic matchup. As Chun, your goal is to do kind of 2 things. One is to set up the standing heavy kick range, so you can beat out fireballs, you can beat over them. But obviously you have to understand that if fireball's out, like, there's nothing you can do. Well, at least in regards to standing roundhouse, you have to use crouching middle punch. It just depends on what each person does with a fireball in their face. Do you block it? Do you jump it? Do you avoid it with crouching middle punch? Do you try throwing a fireball with it? Things like that. Who's winning, etc. And we'll try to slow it down and go back and forth and talk about it. But let's begin. My thought, like, what I would do here, it's kind of like, I don't know if anybody has played Madden football games. I know it's random, but like, there's a button when you're setting up a replay, you can ask Madden. This is ask Broly. So if you're gonna do this, ask what I would do. I'll do stand heavy kick right here. First match, first round. Might as well try it. Let's see what he does. And he waits. And already starting off the bat, you already know what he's doing wrong. He blocked 2 things. Your kind of goal, like, once you get better at the game and once you get more comfortable, your goal is to try to avoid blocking the obvious. And the one obvious wasn't the fireball. The one obvious was the jump in. You had enough time. He had enough time to this is enough time for you, or I guess if I say you, I mean the student that I'm aiming this, but I'm also to other people that are watching this and wanting help. This is enough time to anti-air. So this is kind of mistake number 1. You let him get a block string, so he gets a block string and he gets a correct block string. What the Ryu does right here is perfect. I just went over a training session with a Ryu player, and this is exactly what you should be doing, because again, when you jump in, it's free. You get a free straight. You get a free pushback. Your goal is to push them back, right? So if you don't do it, then you kind of like lose out on specific times to push them away. Alright, let's keep going. Another jump in, so that's 0 for 2. And now you're in the fireball. So real quick, let's just kind of go over this process again. Okay, now his goal is to push you back over and over. Now, here I would be trying some things. Obviously, Chun-Li has a difficult time against fireball characters because she can't charge enough to match them. So she has to do a couple things. She either has to block them, which is kind of like the wrong thing to do, kind of. She either has to jump them, which is the dangerous one, especially at this range, or what you should do, what I would do, is crouching middle punch. Now, when I say jump them, I don't necessarily mean jump at them. I also mean jump straight up. It's a good tool to use. Jump neutral is really good against fireball characters because they can't throw another fireball until that fireball leaves the screen. So there is a rhythm. You'll notice like this. This is a perfect shot. I want people to see this and realize this. The rule is you can't have 2 fireballs at once. Now you might be thinking, oh, but Professor Legs, there is 2 fireballs. He's already charging another one. The moment the person blocks the fireball, it's pretty much considered gone. So he can throw another one. And this is the rhythm that most people do. Gals will do this, the Gats will do this, Ryus will do this, Kumas will do this. Anybody with a fireball will do this. They block one, especially in this range, because there's nothing to threat. Yes, you know, I'm blocking the fireball, but I have to wait till my block stun ends. So it's not like I can instantly jump. It's not like I can instantly dash. Like I have to wait till that ends. So you're waiting until there. That's when you can jump. Now, could you jump this? Yes, because it says 0 frames. So you're back into what can I do? What he elects to do, it's just block again. And this is kind of wrong because, again, if you just stay there, nothing's gonna change. He's just gonna throw another one, and he actually got to dash up. I don't know why he dashed back, but he's actually, you know, zoning. And when he dashes, he's kind of like waiting for a jump. Those dashes kind of like signifying like, okay, I think a jump is gonna happen. So if he jumps, I'm gonna be ready for DP. But since he sees no jump, he goes for fireball. And this is exactly what he's doing now. He's waiting for the jump. He's waiting for Chun-Li to jump. And he's not jumping, so he threw another fireball. So this is kind of risky because a jump could have happened here. But BGSKY's not really jumping yet. So this is where I want to throw a button. Crouching middle punch. You're in perfect range to crouching middle punch right here. Now he goes for forward middle punch. Not really a tool that I like to use because you have to get closer to him. So you're spending time walking at him. So like you could stand there and press a button, or you can waste a second to walk up and do a closer button. I'd rather be already with the button out than walking up and trying to do a button, because now you're gonna get this traded. Now he does get a trade, 65 damage to 60 damage, so Ryu kind of wins this a little bit. Or is it the other way? I don't remember. No. Chun wins this trade, but just barely. Anyways, this is not crouching middle punch would be a better option here. I mean, you do have to space it, but it is a guaranteed punish if you can get under the fireball. Moving on. So again, he's just chucking fireballs, right? Just chucking fireballs. This is all he's doing. So any one of these could be crouching middle punch. Now, not the easiest thing to do. Something you have to practice, but it is something that you want to have the ability to do, especially if you're playing right. Especially playing Ryu, crouching middle punch is one of the key points. Like it's a key point. Gotta remember that. Moving on. Okay, and this is where late jump is DP'd. He goes for another jump. Now I will say this. This jump right here is really hard to anti-air because when you're walking forward as Chun, you're kind of expecting to see fireballs again. So you're looking to like crouching middle punch, you're looking to like get under, and that's what he's doing. That's what he did crouching middle punch. And he doesn't have meter to do spinning bird. So this is a really bad spot. he doesn't get punished for this, but he can't anti-air. So this Ryu is in total, control when this jump in lands. And it's, -6 for Chun, +1. Okay, so he can't combo that, or he can't block string it, but there's nothing Chun can do. So Chun's at his mercy. And he's just trying to jump in. Now he throws a fireball, which is good. Fireball again, good. And here comes the EX fireball. So now he's gonna back up, and now he's back over here again. So this is the frustrating part about the matchup, is that once you get hit with a fireball, especially when it's an EX one, you're gonna get punished, you're gonna get pushed back, and now you have to do it all over again. So he throws an EX one, and now he forces it. So what this Ryu does is very smart, because he knows how desperate Chun-Li wants to get in. He knows. So he knows that he has to jump forward, because he knows that Chun-Li is being very, very aggressive. Thank you so much for the follow, Izzy Collins. I appreciate it. I mean, for the sub, I'm sorry. Pull up a chair. We're listening to some teacher stuff. So yeah, so he jumps over him. He knows he's getting cornered, so now he resets the corner, resets the spacing, and jumps over, and now he's over here. And BGSKY couldn't do anything about it. He has to just chill. Okay, so here he goes again with the fireballs. So, and he tries a crouching middle punch, doesn't work. Does another one, doesn't work. Does another one, doesn't work. So let me explain where you should be doing this. Okay, I want to see when. Okay. Okay. I know exactly what we're gonna look at. Okay. You crouching middle punch right here. The closer he is, the closer the fireball is, the more, the better that crouching middle punch, higher chance the crouching middle punch will go under. Okay, if we see his attempts, let's see his attempts. Let's see how he does. Too early, right? This is just way too early. Because it's not close to it. I always tell people, like, wait till the fireball's right about to touch you and then crouching middle punch. You low profile it pretty early. Like, it's pretty early in the thing. So always make sure that when you're doing this, make sure that you do it at the very end, right before the fireball is about to hit you. Because he did it too early, and her big old butt gets hit. Hey, what's up, Ansu? So let's try again. What does he do it here? Nope, doesn't do it here. Do it again. Does it way too early. Again, doesn't do it enough time. Doesn't do it. Does it too early? Gets punished. So let's do it here again. Too early. And by this time, he's frustrated. I'd be frustrated. I'm missing all of them. Two things that you need to do, but a little bit better in this round. Just this round. Jump neutral fireballs, because again, they waste time. They throw off the timing of Ryu's fireball succession. And number two, crouching middle punch. Right? You just gotta do it a little better. So I'll pause it basically exactly where you need to do it. I wish there was a frame by frame like going backwards. I hate that you can't do it backwards or whatever. So it's after this one. So right here is where you do crouching middle punch. Go ahead and take a picture. Go ahead and watch this. This is where you want to do it. Just go into training mode and let Ryu just spam fireball on you. Practice this. You can go through under all the fireballs. The only ones you can't go under is, I need to really test Dalzin, but you can't go under Dalzin's, but I don't think so. You can't go under Sagat's. No, you can go under Sagat. You can't go under. Shit. I think you can't go under like Urian's BGSKY0812 fireball. You can't go under Dalzin's, and you can't go under. I don't know. Falk. Does Falk even count? She does come on the bottom. I'll have to think on it. On the top of my head, I don't remember, but I think those are the only characters. You can even go under Guile's BGSKY0812. That's how good it is. It's just really precise. But yes, you want to do it at the last second. So let's end this round. Let's see what he does. Again, this is all like desperation moves. These are all like just nothing's working. Nothing is working. And I understand. This is Desperate times call for desperate measures. But what's up, Obi-Wan? Make sure you're in here for some learning. We're doing some learning today, so make sure you're in here for some learning. Okay, so replay this. This again, jump is very. This Ryu, and he did mention this. This Ryu is playing very good, playing phenomenal, just playing good defense, patience. The key of this this matchup is that patience. Playing very patient, waiting for this stuff, right? Not forcing anything. Like that's the key to playing defense, to playing patient. Don't force it. Don't feel the need to do things. Just let it come to you. A lot of my students that I go over, this is the thing that I struggle with a lot when it comes to training them, is that they get really freaked out by like when somebody's not doing anything. And I'm like, because they're waiting for you. And that's what you need to do to them, especially when you're winning. When you're winning, this is exactly how you should be playing. And this is what the Ryu's doing. He's up around, so he's winning, so he's letting the desperation come out of Chun. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see what the chat is, but he's not wasting opportunities either. Right. Okay, so deep. And again, these are all like just blitzing with fireball. And BGSKY has no meter. Like this is the sad part. He tried an EX fireball once, and the other guy just jumped over it. You know? And there's no answer to these, so again, and then he gets one little opening and he can, then he tries again. Now this is the bad jump over because, like, I would have noticed this. He already jumped over one, so if I did the second one, I would have known he's jumping, I would have anti-aired it. But obviously, he wasn't prepared for it, so he dashed again and went over. Now the bad thing about this one is that he put himself in the corner, which is not really a good thing to do, but whatever, okay. And he doesn't punish very well, but he does get something. Even if you think like, oh man, he really messed up. He did, but I mean, as long as he got something out of nothing, then rather than nothing, it's still a win in my book. It still shows that he's willing to do it. So perfect jump. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this jump, okay? Now, this Ryu is playing so, like, his fireballs is so on rhythm. Every time this fireball's disappearing, he's throwing another one, and he knows that. And and BGSKY knows that too. And so this jumping is just perfect because he's been fireballing every single time there's not been a fireball. So when you're blocking, and this is something that you learn really off, like after losing a couple times to this kind of technique, it's like you don't really want a fireball too close in succession. They block one, you wait, because this might happen. And unfortunately at this time, you know, Top Queen didn't do it. He didn't wait enough, and he gets punished. This is the one time he gets punished. I want to see what the punish is. Perfect punish. Like, perfect. This is exactly what you need to do. Maybe I would have done 2 and then legs, but doesn't matter. Very, very good. You spam fireball? Alright. Well, maybe this lesson will help you not do it. Okay, good. I mean, he could have gone for a throw, but now that view reversal again, this is why view reversal is so good. And especially just in general, like, it reduces stun a little bit. Look how much stun he had. You know, he had this much stun, and then he reduced a little bit, got the knockoff, got him off the corner. View reversals are really good. You don't need V trigger to win. You just need proper spacing. If you know you could beat your opponent without it, don't need it. So here we go again. This time he does the crouching middle punch under, which is good. And see, this is the thing too. This is something I didn't really like. Is that when you throw a fireball, especially when you're that close, you don't really need to walk forward anymore because you're already there. And so 1, the fireball is bad, but 2, like, this jump in should be anti-aired every single time. He jumps late, so you can answer this with anti-air every single time instead of walking. Nice. Now what's up? Oh, this is just a very one. This is negative as hell, and two. I mean, let's see how negative this is. This is negative. I think this is negative 8. So, oh, negative 11, negative 5. So negative 5. Yeah, like I think this was just a mistake. I think he wanted back fierce and got crouching back fierce. So yeah, this is a big mistake. But it was a better. It didn't get punished because the other guy had reversal, so it wasn't that bad. Okay, he's been jumping all the time. Yep, another jump after EX Fireball. Nope, crouching middle punch. Oh, he tries it at the end. Okay, so this is really good. This is where this is what I know the Ryu is actually really good. Like he knows that the BGSKY is looking for a crouching middle punch. He knows it, 1000% he knows, and so he's now looking for a way to get out of the corner. And so what he's doing, what's up, Dodge? What he's doing is looking for that spot, looking for that one spot that if he does a crouching middle punch, he wants to bait it. He's not gonna throw fireballs anymore. He wants to wait for the jump so he can jump over it. Okay. So he comes around. What's up, Old English? And this is what exactly he does. He baits the crouching middle punch and jumps over. Perfect. This is so good. Gets the throw mix up. Now in this point right here, this is a spot right here. BGSKY has V trigger. He's still okay. He's not dead yet. He still has a chance. All he needs to do is be patient. You have 48 seconds. Very important for everyone to remember. Do not panic. Talking is good, but look at his resources. No V-trigger, no meter. You just need to look for one spot to crouch and middle punch, V-trigger, and you can turn this all around. Let's see what happens. And BGSKY is looking for it too. Like you can tell these crouching middle punches, he's looking for it, and the other guys too. Really good Ryus will start baiting this and sweeping it. So like it comes down to reaction. Honestly, it comes down to reaction. Throw the fireball. Oh, it's hit. It's a very dangerous one. Okay, activates good. Heavy legs. Okay. Oh, goes for the throw. Nice V reversal. Oh, he wants to crouch in middle punch. No, this is a student of mine. This is a student of mine that I just trained 2 hours ago, and I said I would look at his replay on stream. I'll look at 2 of them, okay? So I'm gonna look at this one and I'm gonna look at another one. So biggest issues about this match, honestly, were that he just didn't have jump neutrals. But it's like one of those things where like you kind of learn from these lessons. This is a really good match. This is a really good Ryu, really good Chun player. Like I mean a Ryu player. Like he was just playing really good. The only thing that was bad is that he started. I figured out his tendencies to jump pretty early on, so I would be looking for those things. I'd be looking for those jumps all the time. So let's watch this, and we're gonna watch another replay. We'll try to go a little bit faster, but we're gonna do this replay. For those of you that joined the chat, if you guys want me to watch one of your replays and want some analysis, let me know now, and I will do it. Did Ibuki get a new really get a nerf? Not really. Blue. Blue is plus advantage, red is negative. Let me just show it to you really quickly. Okay. So like blue says positive. So in your training mode, like the characters will actually turn positive. Thank you so much for the sub, BGSKY. You know I was gonna show the other replay. I got you, but thank you so much. Yeah, you want it to be blue to be positive, so he's getting positive. So right here, a jump in happens. Nothing you really can do. It's just like when matches start, you kind of have your, as a Chun player. Let me just kind of like talk about this really quick. As a Chun player, you have a couple of options that's gonna happen. You're either gonna fireball, you're either gonna jump, or you're either gonna do stand roundhouse. The fourth one is kind of like, are you gonna play like really defensive, that was kind of like the rare one because we, you know, at least for me, I like to just like, you know, go on the word go, I go. So adding Gil. So yeah, so here's like, okay, a fireball. This is kind of one that a lot of my Twitch chat will tell me, you know, don't stop fireballing and wake up. I mean, in the start, because everybody jumps, and then it's true. Everybody, you know, every time I go for fireball, they jump. It's always happened. And usually you do fireball in the beginning because if they play defensive or they try poking, it beats those two. It just doesn't beat jumps. And jumps is kind of like, it's kind of like playing, I don't know, it's kind of like playing rock paper scissors a little bit. But you just don't expect someone to just press rock, you know. But it just happens. All right. So let's continue going. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, get the Tatsu. Get some meaty. So right here, I don't know if you just didn't block at the right time. You know, you get to jump, you get some music. So right here, this is where you have to block the other way. And he does block. He's right here blocking. Oh, you press jab. That's what happened right there. So as you can see, you press jab a little too late. Well, not too late. I think it's just he meated perfectly, and so when he meated you perfectly, this is the end result. Like you can press jab all you want, but it'll never work if they meet you correctly. So it does the correct combo. Just beautiful. Like I'm proud of the Ryu. I know my students are Chun, but I'm proud of this Ryu because it's playing really well. Let's continue. So let's see some adaptation. Okay, most of the V skill, but it was kind of like the right play and the wrong play. But he's V skilling a lot. So here's the problem, and you did this twice. So I'm gonna kind of delve into this a little bit. I know we talked about this a little bit, but crouching. So you did crouching jab. Okay. The thing was that you just did it a little too late. I'm gonna go over it one more time. I thought you did crouching fear, that's why I wanted to pause it. So he's already standing up, he's already doing his move. So like if you do crouching jab was just a little bit sooner, just like a frame. Just off a frame, not too much. I would do something bigger. Like crouching jab is good, but I don't know if this person like he could DP here. I would just do something that's a little bit more meaty, you know, back fierce punch, back heavy kick, one of those two. Because I want to make sure that I hit him before frame 1. Jab is really hard to do that. So yeah. So let's continue going. I don't have my alerts up on my screen, so whoever followed me, thank you so much. I'll give you a shout out again. Okay, this is again. This is a neat trick. I want you to really pay attention. I want everyone to pay attention to this. This is actually really fake. Okay. Your goal is that the moment he hits the V skill, it's not like Alec where he can just parry again. There is a window that he can get hit. And it's right there actually. It's 38. He's 38 frames behind. Okay. So right here you can deliver a fierce punch. You can hit him before he does it. He's even doing normal DP, like that shouldn't even work. Unless you're going for a throw, or unless you're really late. So when you see them do this, I always do like stat heavy kick, because that'll crush counter. I'll do fierce punch, yada yada. Because the animation's all being focused on that fireball, that he has the opening to get hit here. So this is where you want to make sure that you get this punish. But let's move on. Because so it waits all that time and then he DPs. And you're just kind of like walking. Like I think you tried middle punch, but it's just too late. Gotta be a little bit quicker on some things. Middle punch at that range, like no. You know, you want to make sure you do something a little bit before, you know, a little bit before all this. You want to do like fierce punch, more at your range. So EX fireball misses with the V. He tries the V skill, so he's V skilling heavy. Compared to the last round or last game. This game, he's V-skilling a lot, so it's giving you kind of holes to like actually counter hit him and stuff. Let's keep going. Okay, view reversal again. Yeah, he just wants to back you up. He's winning. This is the right play. Fireballing a lot. Yep, yep. Crouching middle punch, good. Heavy legs. All right. Okay, just some shenanigans, but yeah. Fortunately, his DP actually hit you, so that's yeah. Jump neutral. You'll hear it a lot in the first replay. Jump neutral is very big, so you want to make sure you do jump neutrals over these fireballs. Okay. Does a combo. Does a meaty again. Jab meaties are really good because if if you're on time, you're +2, and you can get a throw attack after this. Obviously, he just goes for a simple string, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, right here, this is actually very curious. This is very curious. And this goes to you too, whoever asked Manawatts. Because he was asking earlier, like, oh, plus, you know, blue or red, which is positive, which is negative. So as you can see, red for Ryu on his frame data is -6. And it's gonna, what you do is you ask yourself this question. -6, do I have a move? Does anything that will reach this range right here, can anything reach him before -6, before 6? Do I have a move that can hit him? And the answer is yes for Chun. For Chun, she can do EX legs. EX legs right here, if you time it right, if you get the timing perfect, will punish Fireball up close. The thing that Ryu should have done was not add one more button. He needed to do crouching middle punch or crouching middle kick Fireball, then he would have been safe. This range right here, you can do EX legs, you can punish this. So EX legs right here, could have punished. Nice sweep. Okay, now what do you go for? Now you go for, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. I want to see, there's nothing to bait here. There's nothing to, yeah, EX legs to punish the negative, the Fireball up close. Here, again, meaties need to be essential because he has no meter, he has no DP, there's nothing that he can do here, nothing at all. And he actually does V-skill, like it's really bad to do V-skill on wake up, it's really bad. The reason why he's doing it is because people probably are not meeting him on time. If you're meeting someone on time, V-skill will never work. Never work. It doesn't work on wake up. So this is like a really bad tool that he's using. And he's getting away with it, so that's the thing that's kind of unfortunate, but moving on, it's okay. And you actually get a combo out of this, so this is good. Okay, kind of jump. So here again, like you were, this, I guess the jump in was fine. Like, I mean, he had tired, and this has been his MO this whole, you know, two games. Is that he's been, you know, really on top of it when it comes to fireballs and to answering and all that stuff, so yeah. I know the jump in is kind of like, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel thing, but he's been DPing all of them, so gotta give him credit for that. Okay, it's fireball. Good, there, this time you kind of did it sooner. Didn't do it the right way, but you still got it, okay? Yeah, again, yeah, so this has been going on for a little bit. Let me just teach you from teacher to student. Don't ever do this again. At least not yet. Now the other thing that you're doing is that you are doing it a little too late. I will tell you when you should have done it. Okay? So let's say you get this combo. You do miss this combo, okay. You need to do it. You did it way too soon. You need to do this. Okay, he doesn't even quick rise. You should have done it like a little bit before this, so that when he does DP, it won't catch you. But since he got up, he was able to DP before you even got away. But yeah, let's not do this, alright? Let's do me. Let's actually do me's. Block string. And then this is exactly what I was talking about. Crouching roundhouse. You know, going to V trigger. Why? It gives you so much advantage. He's plus 12 here, guys. Let's please look at this. Please look at why is this so good. It's plus 12. That means he has 12 frames to play with you. He can walk up throw, he can meaty you, he can press a button, he can string you along. He can do so many things here. And especially now that he has you in the corner, this is so bad. The best thing to do that he should do is probably either shimmy or go for a block string and just keep chipping you away. But let's see what he does. Yeah, he's doing the stand liking thing. And it's a -2, 2. It's a -2. It's a +2. Well, it's like +2 for you. So yeah, he has to be doing EX. He's doing normal, so that's why you could have springboard that. So that's good. Oh. Okay. Nice jump. That was a good jump. Right. He was, you know, especially because he has V trigger. They want to throw fireballs. He should have just waited a little bit longer, but he didn't. So it was good. All right. Yeah. EX fireball is just not necessary, but the thing that it is pretty hurtful, like the thing that's annoying, is the struggle of being behind fireball. Like when you're behind the 8 ball, kind of like an old saying. Like when you're behind the 8 ball, it sucks. When you're behind this fireball game, when you're losing, when you're constantly being trapped because you're blocking it and you're in a negative position, you kind of get a little desperate on how to get around it. You get fireballs away, but now you have no meter. Just think about that. Now you have no meter. Let's go. Okay, nice. Ah, missed it. But okay. At least you recognize it and you got it. Okay, that's fine. He didn't punish that again, so that was a big mistake on Tao King's part. Is that he didn't punish the heavy legs. Or he hasn't punished any of the legs really well. I know he's probably trying, but yeah. Another EX fireball. And another one that he does. So, and let me just kind of remind you, once again. Right here is when you swing. Right here. Right here is when you swing. When you notice, and this is the same thing for Bison, this is the same thing for Nash. If they do it if they absorb it, even from a knot as well. The moment they interact with the fireball is when you swing. You swing with stand heavy kick, you swing with fierce punch, you swing with, you know, something that's kind of like quick. It's kind of like an expectation. Like you see the fireball traveling to him. Let's watch this one more time. Let's watch this one more time. Okay. So, you're following it, and he's backing up. Okay, you're following it, Okay, right here is where I'm assuming you're in range. Maybe a little bit, like maybe one more step forward. But right here, I'm assuming he's gonna do it. I am assuming it. He can't jump at this range. He can't do anything. He has to block. Or V-scale. So at this range right here is where you can hit him. And with a heavy kick, you can crush counter. Okay, this is where he's wide open. Just for a small window. So the V-skill is kind of like good, but not really good. Okay, so this is exactly where you want to deliver a hit. Let's continue on. So he recovers and then boom, hit him. But since you kept walking, yeah. That's what you go. Okay, missed anti-air there. Yeah, you gotta be careful on the scratching middle punches, cause they can be swept. So you gotta be careful. Okay, another EX fireball hits. Okay, they throw fireballs all day, so yep, good jump. Good jump. Oh, that wasn't really good, but that was luck. That was luck. Alright, so what do you do here? So let me kind of explain what I usually do here. So he does have one EX bar. We are in low %. I'm feeling a little bit of desperation on his part here. My guess is a DP is gonna come. You don't have meaty, or you don't have meter. It's like risky to do it because it's damage plus you'll have the zoning. You know, like I have nothing to do. Now, I could go for this because I have enough health to go for this risk. So maybe I'll be doing crouching middle punch into V trigger. But I think I would bait here because if he does DP, I win. It's kind of like you're never gonna get the same answer. But my point of view or my thought process would end up saying I'm gonna bait him here. No reason to lose this control because I have the corner. So like if he doesn't and he just block strings me, all I need is one crouching middle punch V trigger and I win. So like there's many ways I can win and very few ways that he can, you know, make it out. So I'm trying to like suppress that. I'm trying to like lower his chances of getting out. Because I think that's his way out. So let's see what he does. You actually go for throw. That's good. And I think he went for throw. Yeah, he kind of went for throw, but didn't get it. So, okay, V trigger, and he has no viewer meter. It's good. It's good. So that was fine. You know, in your position, it worked out. He wasn't winning the DP, and that's good. So all in all, in this one, it was just kind of like a lot of random stuff hit that shouldn't have hit. A lot of things that were like blocked and then not blocked, and like it was just kind of like there was just a lot of luck moments here. I mean, I know the Ryu player is probably like, you know, just a better player right now in general. Had better control, but he does have a lot of open spots. Something that you can really zero in and work on in the future. But that was really good. Good stuff to BGSKY and his opponent, Tao King. I mean, that Tao King was really good, so give him a lot of credit. So yeah. Now I want to watch one replay for me, and this is where in the title we're gonna talk about spacing. So, we're gonna talk about spacing.